Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabanz. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. I'm going to give you guys a first perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a silly show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, as I've been telling y'all for some time now, that, you know, the sports media game is a very interesting place, man, because there's so many ways you can make a name for yourself. Some people do it through controversy by having, you know, heated moments and they get a lot of attention that way. Some people do it through being a great, just giving great takes every single day. Some people do it through rage baiting. Some people do it through, I guess you say, glazing. Some people do it through hating. There are myriad of ways in which people can grow their audiences. But one of the things that I noticed that's been taking place a lot more over the last year now is just this rage baiting that's been going on, right? Just one thing after the other, just this rage baiting, right? Because it's a way of getting people to engage with you. You say things that are crazy, people get upset, they click, boom, you won, right? You won because people are going to watch and all of that, and that's how you make a name for yourself. And generally what happens is even the people with the craziest takes eventually find themselves an audience, right? So what happened? One of the coolest things to do is to kind of like, you know, take little shots here and there at Michael Jordan. People have found a way to kind of ride that wave, right? But recently there was this conversation going around because, as you guys know, Derrick Rose was getting his jersey number hung in the rafters in Chicago. I think in the United Center. I think that's the name of the arena. And I posted a video actually on my Instagram. If y'all are not following me on Instagram, my handle is CTABANZ. I posted a video about it, of Michael Jordan's message to Derrick Rose, which was a very, very classy message as always from MJ. And then somehow I think Scottie Pippen also put out a message as well. Derrick Rose had his night. Big shout out to Derrick Rose and everything that he means. Son was a bad boy when he was healthy, man. But then the conversation kind of shifted to, okay, is Derrick Rose bigger than Michael Jordan in Chicago? Now, the reason that this is a troll question is this. The minute you say that, the minute you compare any player to Michael Jordan, but let alone a guy like Derrick Rose, you know the immediate reaction. NBA fans are going to come out in droves and like, bro, what? Like, is this what we're doing? And we even put up a poll about this, and I'm going to show you guys the poll later. But then now, for you to now make a name for yourself, all you have to do is just be the person that says, no, I think D Rose is bigger, and then boom, you start garnering and amassing audience. So essentially, that's what Draymond Green did. Now, Draymond has some pretty, he has some pretty wild takes from time to time, but this one, he's essentially saying that Derrick Rose is bigger than Michael Jordan in Chicago, and I want you guys to take a listen to his rationale. But before we even get into that, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week I'm really looking forward to some of these upcoming games. This week I'm picking Stephen Curry for more than 29 points. I'm picking Kevin Durant for more than 27 points. I'm picking Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds, and I'm picking Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. Okay, cool. So what we want to do is we want to play what Draymond had to say, listen to his comments, and then we're going to come back and react to what Draymond said. Take a listen to Draymond Green here.
Well deserved. What D Rose means to the city of Chicago. Not meant, means to the city of Chicago. Like, There's not one bigger person in the city of Chicago than Derrick Rose. Make no mistake about it. You heard what I said. There is not one bigger person that means more to the city of Chicago than Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is everything to the city of Chicago. And listen, with all due respect to MJ, I love MJ. We all wanted to be like Mike. Still love Mike. Mike doesn't mean more to the city of Chicago than Derrick Rose. That's just facts. Derrick Rose stops everything. Derrick Rose stops crime. Like Derrick Rose can walk around Chicago, no problem. Like what he mean to the city of Chicago is unbelievable. And to get his jersey retired, well deserved. Obviously, we know what happened with the injuries and stuff that took D Rose off the path that he was on. But man, youngest MVP in league history, right in the Chicago Bulls jersey. When the Chicago Bulls were struggling for years after Mike, Derrick Rose came and saved the franchise.
Excellent. So you heard what Draymond had to say. Before I even get into that, let me show you guys the poll results. So I posted this not too long ago, about an hour or so ago, and the question I put up was who's bigger? I didn't even write it properly. I said who's a bigger in Chicago. I should have said who's bigger in Chicago. Anyway, I wrote who's a bigger in Chicago, Jordan or D Rose, right? Out of the 1,500 voters, 94% of them are saying Michael Jordan to the 6% saying Derrick Rose, right? And people were like, what are we talking about right now? I'm just reading through some of the comments. It's like, who's bigger on the internet, DREAMERSPRO or Joe Rogan? Oh, damn, somebody took a shot at me. That was, but I don't even think that's comparable. Like, that's even worse. The distance between me and Joe Rogan and the distance between Derrick Rose is even wider. Another guy said, what a dumb question. Another person said, LOL, people saying D Rose are trolling so hard. Another guy said, dumb question. Another guy said, come on, Chuck, not even close. Another guy said, this has got to be clickbait because what the F? Another guy said, come on, man, no debate. Another person said, why is this even a question? So this is the general sentiment from NBA fans. Now, some people are saying, you need to ask people from Chicago specifically. I don't know how I can ask people from Chicago specifically, right? I can't go to Chicago and run a poll. But let's be serious here. Derrick Rose is from Chicago, right? But that doesn't mean he was bigger than Michael Jordan. If Michael Jordan is this popular today, if his shoes are still selling as much as they do today, I can't even imagine what Jordan must have been like at his peak, number one. Number two, Jordan was doing something that D Rose couldn't do, which was winning championships. He turned that franchise from a laughingstock into a dynasty, right? Jordan's games in the finals were the most viewed games in NBA history. Michael Jordan captured the imagination of the world. So how hard would it be for him to capture the imagination of Chicagoans? Like, what are we talking about here, right? Jordan was at one point as popular as damn near Michael Jackson at the same time, but you're telling me in Chicago, D Rose? No, look, D Rose is from there, but it doesn't mean that, and I'm not from Chicago, so I don't want to speak for them, but I can relate it to somebody else. I grew up in New York City. Stephon Marbury's from New York. I think he's from Coney Island or something like that, right? But Stephon Marbury's from New York. I remember watching Stephon Marbury play ball even when he became a New York Knick. I remember when Stephon Marbury went to the Knicks. Jalen Brunson is bigger than New York right now than Stephon Marbury ever was, bro. The way New York City holds down Jalen Brunson is unlike anything I've seen, probably going all the way back to Patrick Ewing. Jalen Brunson is not from New York. I could be wrong. Let me check. But last time I checked, I don't think Jalen Brunson. Let me just see. Jalen Brunson, I don't think he's from New York City. Let me see. Jalen Brunson, he can't be from New York. He is from, okay, he's from New Jersey. He's from New Jersey, but still, that's not New York. New Jersey's right there. Shout out to Jersey. But he's not from New York. He's a big deal. I give you guys another example. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is from Philly. Kobe Bryant was born in Philly. He's Mr. LA. Right? Even when he was alive, he's Mr. LA. He's not from Los Angeles. Right? So you don't need to be born in a city to be the biggest thing in that city. Look at Kobe Bryant. Kobe's not from D Wade. I mean, although D Wade played with the Bulls for a little bit, but you get the point that I'm making. So just because Derrick Rose is from Chicago, that don't mean he's bigger than Michael Jordan in Chicago. That's insane. I don't even think it's close. I don't even think it's close. The fact is, we were not chronicling Michael Jordan during his heyday when he was in Chicago. But if Michael Jordan was in Chicago doing what he did right now today, he would be the biggest thing on the earth. Like, you'd be able to see him from the moon. That's how bright his star would be shining. So, let's keep the trolling going. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments, and we catch y'all on the next show. I'm out. Peace.